Go for it.
Friggin' what up, dude? Strider Wilson, and I'm the host of this podcast that's mine, going to be called History is Dank. History is Dank with Strider Wilson. Dankness from the past.
Frickin' what up, dude? Welcome back to another ep of History is Frickin' Dank. We got frickin' Aaron on the sticks, dude. What up, Aaron?
What up?
Chilling, dude. And dude, we got an extra special treat right now, dude. I am absolutely frickin' fired up. I don't know if you're listening in and you can just feel the weight of this hog that's sitting across the table right now. When you take both of our hogs, put them together, my tiny little dink, and our frickin' guest today, Joe frickin' Marrese, the host of Joe Code, right here on ATC Network. What up?
Yo, Strider, what up?
Chillin', dude. If you take our two dinks and put them together, you probably have a definitely above medium dink because yours has that much weight and gravitas.
Yeah, I can carry us to the finish line, no problem.
Yes. Dude, fired up to have you here. If you're watching right now, you're probably asking yourselves, why are we both in our frickin' jerseys right now? I'm wearing my Jags jersey, and let me do a little 180 here so you can take a peek.
IPA guy, baby.
That's right, baby. Number one, dude, IPA guy. And Joe is, of course, donning his Bears.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk some Bears.
Hell yeah, we're going to be talking 85 Bears today.
85.
Which is, they say, the second best team of all time, but we'll get into it.
Yeah, that is.
But do you think they are the best?
Well, they're up there. It's hard to say.
We'll see. We'll go through them. I've got the list, and we'll break it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking 85 Bears. But first, a little personal histories from ourselves here. Joe, what's crapping and what's going down, dude?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Just I lost the battle of the iced coffee versus the cold brew today, but
yeah,
we'll be all right.
Yeah, you've been saying this has been going on.
Yeah, they force you into the cold brew. They can't put regular coffee on ice.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just can't do it. No explanation. Just that's what we have.
And you always kind of get,
even though they got them both. Yeah,
the barista kind of just goes, nah, man, we can't do that.
Yeah, it depends how definitive they are in their response. Like the guy today was like, we can only do cold brew, so I had no rebuttal.
Yeah, he didn't give you.
So I had to accept.
Yeah, that's exactly right, dude. Today he was a very hip guy. And he had some good ink, and he was like, "No, man, we don't." He almost made it sound like an artistic choice not to do that.
Well, that's what it's like. I feel like I'm insulting the coffee if I get it on ice.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
But you're not. Point. And they say the customer's always right in as far as like knowing kind of what they want.
Yeah, but I think it depends what the customer looks like.
Yeah, exactly. But you looked awesome. You're wearing your shades with your scarf and your Bears.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
They probably think I'm wrong then with this look.
I mean, you are kind of wrong because I told you I was going to zing you when you came in here, but this week in the NFL, Aaron's not a big NFL watcher, but Aaron, there was an NFL record set by Justin Tucker. He kicked a 66-yard field goal.
Yeah, that was sick.
Oh, wow. Longest field goal in the history. I think the previous record was held by him at like 64.
I think it was Matt Prater.
Oh, yeah, Prater had one. Yeah. Janikowski was up there. And then there was that dude from like the 70s who like had a club foot. That was like, I don't know his name. I want to say like.
Well, yeah, him and Prater might have had the record tied because they both broke. I forget the guy's name. I know who you're talking about, but that was like a 61.
Yeah,
wasn't Jason Elam up there too?
Elam might have been also.
I thought he tied the.
But yeah, Tucker, this was unbelievable. It hit the crossbar and then bounced over. It was insane.
It was so gnarly. And when this podcast comes out, the Bears will have played. They just played the Browns and got pummeled. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention was Justin Tucker kicked 66-yard field goal by himself. Do you know how many yards of offense the entire Bears offense had against the Browns?
I think it was about 50 yards.
Yeah, it was 47 yards. Dude, what do they got to do to trade for Tucker? Is that not funny?
No, it's not. It's very sad. It's pathetic coaching is what it is.
But
it's disgusting. And there's a post-game radio broadcast by Dan Hampton and Ed O'Bradovich, Chicago radio guys. Hampton played, well, they both played for the Bears. Ed played like back in the 60s, but I guess they just tear into Nagy. My dad's like, you got to listen to this. I should have listened, but yeah, I mean, people know we're used to this. It's a sad franchise.
Yeah, it is. And why can they not get a court? Look, I love the Bears, dude. My dank ass fiance is from just outside Chicago. You know, I like that. It's a historic franchise. I love what they're all about. We're gonna get into it a little bit more, but like,
it's in my blood. I can't get rid of it.
And why can't
it's like
they get
vampires?
Yeah, exactly. You're a loyal guy. The fact that you're wearing that is you're a loyal guy.
When they won the Super Bowl winning team, that was January 26th, 1986. I turned 2 that day. It's my birthday.
Do you remember it? Do you have a memory from back then?
No, but like every year I grew up thinking like, oh, the Bears are supposed to be in the Super Bowl. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's how it was.
And then guess what? They're not.
And then the last appearance was, did they lose or did they win that one with Rex Grossman?
They lost to the Colts.
Yeah, Peyton won that one.
That was the Prince halftime show.
Right.
Oh, Prince is the
in
man.
Miami, yeah.
Prince is the man.
You know who else was in Chicago in 1985?
Aaron, probably.
This guy, yep.
Nice.
Really?
3 years old in the 85 season.
What were you doing farting around there?
Yeah, what's going on?
That's where I was born.
Going to Portillo's.
Oh, okay.
Getting yourself an Italian beef. In Chicago, when you're born, you know, obviously they breastfeed for 6 months and, you know, or to a year.
And
but
they beef gravy feed.
That's what I was going to say. How soon did they give you the Italian beef?
Yeah. Yeah, once you're about 5.
I was actually born with a mustache.
Yeah, some people get a little fur on the head. He got it right here.
I like that, dude. A little wind burnt from the Windy City out there, Lake Michigan, coming off down there by Navy Pier, over there by Wabash. My fiance hates that every time we're going to go to Chicago. I go, where are we going to land? Over there by Midway, O'Hare, huh? Cicero, going to stop by Giordano's on the way? I went into Giordano's.
I like how you're talking. It makes me hot.
It's about down there Pulaski Way, huh?
Yeah.
You know, you step into Giordano's, you know, catch a bit of the Bears Lions, see a guy get, you know, holding. Where's the PI? Where's the PI on that? Where's the PI?
All right.
Sorry, I don't want to insult. I'm insulting Joe's heritage.
I know, but that's just. No, that's fine. That's what makes impressions fun, is to over exaggerate.
Exactly. You can't.
But it's not. No, it's not mid heart attack.
Yeah, it is, because you got a frickin', you know, you got a Ditka's hot link logged in your artery.
Yeah.
And I like that right now you're going super fan. I like what you. This is a look you should always have.
Yeah. Well, I love this hat. I just got it from my friend Adam Chudwin.
It's a great hat.
Who works for the Rich Eisen show. I think Rich gave him this hat, and Chudwin has such a big head it didn't fit his head. It's an adjustable hat. Like there's the butt that snaps in the back. Yeah. He's like, even on one hole, it doesn't fit his fat head. So
that's a big dome, dude.
The huge fucking head, yeah.
What does he have to wear? A cowboy hat?
Yeah, I guess.
That's amazing.
Because I have this on the even dots, so I can go 7 notches bigger. And
dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't fit his head at all. It's crazy.
Speaking of heads, like I wish I had a hat, because right now I'm rocking another dong cut. If you'll look. I said, as I always do, don't go too short on the sides, and you know, please don't make it poofier on top. And what are you looking at?
You look like Doug.
Yeah, the cart. I look like Quail Man.
Yeah.
Dude. It's ridiculous, dude. Patty Valentine, you know, is gonna.
I mean, if it was shorter on top, it would
Patty.
be...
Excuse me, it's Patty Mayonnaise.
Patty Mayonnaise. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
Yeah,
Patty Valentine.
I think it was Skeeter Valentine.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
Skeeter's best friend.
Yeah, fucking. What a stupid. Look at this. What a stupid haircut. It's so poofy. It's because they get it wet when they cut it, and then they go, oh yeah, it doesn't look like it's way down, and as soon as it dries,
yeah,
chia pet.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, it's fine.
Aaron, come on, you're just being nice.
I was going to comment on Instagram. I was like, great hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, thank you.
Welcome.
That's fucking sick. See what else is going. Aaron, what else is going on with you, dude? You got a little kid that you're raising, dude?
They've been gone for a week. And they are back at the house right now. I have not seen them in a week.
I was about to say keg party. I was about to say keg party.
That's what I told the podcast before that happened. He's like, and you didn't have any friends over? I was like, no, I guess I didn't.
You wanted to chill, though.
I was working most of the time.
Yeah. You want quiet time. I mean, look, you got wife, kid, you know. You're a wanted man. It's sometimes nice just to sit back and be like, I'm gonna chill right now.
Yeah.
What was the weirdest thing you did? Like when my fiance is gone, I'll just be naked the whole time, and I'll have my shoes on. I still like to have my shoes on in the house. She calls me out on that, but I just like having shoes on my feet ready to go. But I'll be naked otherwise. So
Yeah,
I didn't really do anything weird.
nothing weird.
No.
You don't. Something just sick.
Like I said, I was here most of the time.
Oh, okay.
You
I was
didn't-
here
You
working.
didn't follow anyone home and say,
No.
okay. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm a weird guy.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm a strange, weird guy.
Sick thoughts.
Now would be the time where I would do an ad, but guess what? No ad, and also probably good for that company because they don't want me coming off of something saying, hey, do you follow people home? By the way, buy freaking,
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of refinancing your home? Go with blah, blah.
Sick transition.
Yeah, super nice transitional. But baby, let's get into the 85 Bears. Let's cut it up. Let's flesh it out. We've all seen the 30 for 30.
Mm-hmm.
Great 30 for 30. 85 Bears are, of course, known for their defense. Although they are ranked on this list that I'm about to bring up, number 2 all-time NFL teams. They're ranked the second best all-time.
This is just for one season.
One season, yeah.
Who's number one? 70-something Steelers? Or probably the Dolphins, the undefeated team.
It's the 72 Dolphins.
Well, yeah, I guess you have to give them that title because they went undefeated.
But they say their strength of schedule still wasn't the best. The 85 Bears had the hardest strength of schedule.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, they went through everybody.
They beat the 84 Niners in 85. 84 Niners are the third best team of all time. It's got Rice, it's got Lott, it's got, Montana. It's a great team. I was talking to JT about this. He said his team, if he was going to take his best team of all time, he'd say it was the 07 Patriots, who were who were undefeated, but then lost in the Super Bowl to Eli Manning.
If they would have won, I would say, that would have been the best team of all time for sure.
But it makes me very happy that they're not.
But if they lose, they're not. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy that they lost that play because I'm, Tom Brady, I respect him, but Patriots fans, look, you're a loyal fan.
Yeah.
You can admit flaws in your team and whatever.
Sure.
Patriots fans are just like, nope, your mouth to God's ears, we're the best. And I'm doing the same Boston accent for a Chicago accent for a Boston guy.
Your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah, that would be it right there.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Brady. Like the Kennedy.
So annoying forever.
Tom Brady down there, South Charleston, step into a bar, watch Tom Brady sling it, fucking winning championships, getting it done.
That's a little Wahlberg.
Yeah, it's
good.
Wahlberg. Yeah, that is Wahlbergy. Thank you, Aaron. It's high praise. You said I had a nice haircut and I did a nice Wahlbergy. I mean, I'm taking this to the bank, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow you home, dude. But let's dial it back. So, 10th best team of all time, 98 Broncos. Terrell Davis.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Elway, great team. I one of the first posters I ever put up in my room was of Terrell Davis, and then next to it I had Joe Montana on the Chiefs, but I was young. And then my brother's friend came over and he goes, "What an idiot! Why does he have a poster of Montana on the Chiefs?" And it was like not even a picture of him like making a play. It was like him posing by his locker. It was hilarious, dude. But I love Montana. I actually have a Montana jersey, but this is my Jags jersey, dude. 92 Cowboys, 9th best team of all time.
Okay.
Sure.
Aikman, Irving, Emmett. They also had a stellar defense. Their defensive line, headed up by Charles Haley, who's a complete psycho, who we'll talk about in a future podcast. 99 St. Louis Rams, Kurt Warner. Great team. One of the best.
Greatest show on turf.
Greatest show on turf, exactly. One of the best Super Bowls ever. That Super Bowl,
Was that against the Titans?
yeah, and it came down to literally like a Friday Night Lights finish where the guy got ripped down at the 1 yard line.
McNair.
Yep. Yeah, McNair.
Or no, the receiver.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No,
his name.
McNair was the
McNair
was the quarterback, and then who was the good running back who was gigantic, 6'3"?
Eddie George.
Yeah, Eddie George. That guy's amazing, dude.
But yeah, it was like a quick slant.
Dyson? Was his name Dyson?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. Dyson. Yeah.
Then at number 7, you got your 75 Steelers. Steel Curtain.
Right.
Everyone like that. Mean Joe Green. Terry Bradshaw QBing it up. Then you got your 89 49ers at the 6th best team of all time. I think that was the year of the catch. And Tom Landry got fired after that. Jimmy Johnson started coming in. Yep. Immaculate reception.
No, that's
No, that was in the 70s.
That's the Steelers' immaculate reception.
No.
Franco Harris.
Yes.
Yeah,
this one was Dwight.
Oh, you're talking about the Dwight Clark end zone catch?
Yeah, that's the catch. Yeah, immaculate reception was the Steelers.
Franco Harris
zoned out.
ball off the ground, someone's helmet, almost off the ground.
Yes, Aaron, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Invaluable, dude. Dude, we just got to give it up for Aaron real quick for just being a beast. Not even an avid football watcher, but you know that.
I was until probably 05, maybe something like that. Yeah.
05. Probably you got sick of watching Tom Brady right around then, and then you're smart to not continue.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Washington football team, 91. They had like a really good offensive line and stuff. Art Monk was a good receiver.
They're what? Number
5.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember that team. Mark Rippon, quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, they were that good. I mean,
yeah,
okay.
6 Pro Bowlers. The offensive tackle, Jim Lakey, cornerback Darrell Green was like one of the best of all time.
Yeah,
he was the fastest man in football.
Yeah. You've got, and then we mentioned all these ones already. 07 Patriots, number 4, 84 Niners, number 3, number 2, and let's stick with it. We already mentioned number 1, 72 Dolphins, in the no-name defense coined by Tom Landry because they like actually sneakily had an unbelievably good defense. They would hold teams, but they had like no stars. Unlike the 85 Bears, who had some fucking stars.
Yeah, team of personalities and
I mean,
just a full cast of characters.
They were, here's some stats for you. Combined 74.9% better than the mean in points scored, so their offense was good. 32.4%, so higher, and then points against. They allowed the least point against, and one of the points to be made about this Bears defense and why they probably are the greatest defense of all time, if not team, because they didn't go undefeated. They lost one lone game to like a shitty team. Yeah, to the Dolphins.
No,
yeah.
the Dolphins
No,
were
it was
good
the Dolphins.
That year.
Oh, yeah, it was Dan Marino.
Yeah.
And he dink and ducked down. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
It was Marino's rookie or second year.
Second year.
Yeah, they lost to the Dolphins, who just like kind of like picked apart. What's the name of the defensive coordinator?
It was a Monday night game. Buddy Ryan.
Bro, probably in Miami because it was Monday Night Home Doggies. Sick.
Yeah, I believe it was in Miami.
Monday Night Home Doggies cover. Best cover in sports, at least in football. Buddy Ryan, he invented, what was it, the 4-6? Joe, I don't quite understand. Do you understand the 4-6 defensive scheme? They say the secret to it in the doc and some YouTube videos I watched was the linebacking core, made up, of course, by most famously Mike Singletary,
right,
who was like the leader of the defense, the personality, and an unbelievably good player. He a Hall of Famer. But dude, the other guys, Mike Singletary was the middle or Mike linebacker, right? Then you got Wilbur Marshall and Mike Richardson, who are actually like.
Otis Wilson's the other linebacker as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike
Wilson.
Richardson was the safety.
He was the
Gary
safety.
Fensick.
I'm looking at can you name these players? Can you name the whole D if you can? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can name most of it.
All right.
I mean, on the line, you had Richard Dent, Steve McMichael, William the Refrigerator Perry.
In his rookie year. He was a rookie on this team. And also he'd be on the offense too. So you got an offensive player because the fridge, as they called him, would fucking pack it in there. How much did he weigh?
Like 300 probably.
Amazing. Okay, sorry to interrupt. I want to talk more about Perry in a little bit.
So who would be that other D end?
I'm going to give you to the left side, and I'm going to tell you it's a D end, exactly right.
Yeah.
You might need a little bit of a hint. This is where rich people vacation on the East Coast.
Oh, Dan Hampton.
There you go.
Yeah, my bad.
There you go.
Then the linebackers was Singletary, Otis Wilson, Wilbur Marshall. I was going to say Rivera, but I think he was a backup.
Rivera was they haven't listed as like a lineman. Ron Rivera, the coach.
Yeah,
I was surprised to see that he was on this team.
Yeah, he was on
in his rookie year. I think he was a rookie. Right. Ron Rivera, yeah.
And then I know the secondary had Gary Fensick, Mike Richardson.
Yep.
Yeah, I always forget who the
This sort of the strong safety, Dave Duerson.
Dave Duerson, yeah.
And then you've got
Yeah, he
Leslie
actually-
Frazier. And I think Dave Duerson, was he an all pro?
I think so. But yeah, Leslie Frazier he's a coach now too.
Where does he coach?
He was the coach of the Vikings for a few years, head coach.
Wow.
Now he's a coordinator somewhere.
I mean, let's just stick on the D for a little bit, and we'll talk about the O, and we can talk about Jim McMahon and his. You kind of have a Jim McMahon look going right now with your shades.
Yeah, McMahon always wore the shades.
I like that, and he was like, we'll get into him, but like, you got Ditka as the coach.
Right.
Love Ditka. Did he play for the Bears as well? Where did Ditka play?
Played for the Steelers and the Cowboys.
I love that.
Or actually, well, I know he's from Pittsburgh. I know he went to Pitt for college.
Mm.
He definitely played for the Cowboys. I want to say he played for the Steelers too, but he definitely played for the Cowboys. I know that. Played for Tom Landry.
Oh yeah, earlier Cowboys.
Yeah.
Maybe won a Super Bowl with them in like the early 80s or something, or the 70s. So this defense allowed the least amount of points all year long. It's the 46 defense invented by Bud Ryan, or the 4-6 defense, what it's called.
Yeah.
Probably how they stacked the box. He invented it.
Right.
And teams couldn't figure it out. And he had the athletic and strong enough linebackers to get it done, because it did take them like going up against offensive linemen a lot and then covering like some turf. But apparently like that's what Singletary was so good
Who
at.
do you have as the fourth linebacker in that?
I think that's where I got confused. I think like because the safety was so good.
Or maybe it was more of a 5-man secondary.
Yeah, I think like he'd bring a safety, and maybe that's where it was confusing, because where these guys could line up, because maybe he put, because Perry's not, he wouldn't be able to be a linebacker. Maybe like the DNs like Hampton or Dent could come out and go into coverage or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Dent with 2 interceptions, so maybe it was him.
I think so. Yeah.
He's all pro, so I think like he's a freak athlete that can do it, have the size enough, but yet the agility to get that done.
By the way, Leslie Frazier, defensive coordinator of the Bills.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Current defensive coordinator?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
I like that, because that's my fantasy team defense. Thank you very much, even though I lost this week. Very upset. The Bears, you'll have a good regular season run, 85, take care of some teams, strength of schedule, whatever, even though it was a pretty tough strength of schedule. And it's why it moves them above like the 84 Niners and stuff like that. Even though they beat the 85 Niners, and that might be a reason, and it's relatively basically the same team as 84.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, they did some work, the defense.
Yeah, they trounced through the playoffs. Yeah.
2 shutout performances. You imagine that?
Yeah.
So you're going up against the best teams, and you're shutting out the best teams and dominating the best teams.
Right.
They would say guys wouldn't want to get on the field against the Bears defense, especially at Soldier Field playing in the cold where a hit hurts. I mean, it's poetic.
Yeah. I know they beat the Rams in the NFC Championship game.
And
I don't know what the other playoff game was, because my dad was at those games. He had season tickets.
it was the Rams, and then it was the Giants, Phil Simms.
Right.
And then in the Super Bowl, the Patriots.
Yeah, that game was never close.
They already had it won by halftime.
And that was the last time the Bears beat the Patriots, so that's cool.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that wasn't that was not the Patriot that we've been.
No, I know, but still, it's just like, come on. Yeah, Brady trounced us every time.
He's such a
It's
beast,
sad.
dude. I know.
There was one game in the snow when I went, this was probably 2009, 2010. It was snowing out. It was freezing. Urlacher was still, it was still that defense.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 40-something to like 13. They just, in the snow, it was like a 7-on-7 in the summer for them. It was insane. Just watching them just eviscerate.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You would think the defense would be getting the advantage in the cold like that.
No.
In the snow, the ball's like kind of wet, hands are stiff.
I left at halftime.
Dude, it's got to be absolutely
It was also
brutal.
freezing. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're sitting in this, like the players are at least moving around, their blood's moving.
Yeah.
You guys are sitting in the stands,
Exactly.
drinking a beer.
Well, that was the
freezing
thing. It
your
was one of
ass
those
off.
games where the beer turns to ice, so it's
Ugh.
if you don't drink it fast enough, so peace out.
Yeah, dude. That's just no good.
Yeah.
But Soldier Field's iconic.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's been known to have bad turf for a while, but they seem to have fixed that problem. But yeah, it's right on the lake. It's a fun stadium.
It's awesome. I want to
Yeah.
go see a game there in the fall, not the winter.
Right.
A little bit about the O. You got McMahon, and you've got, of course, number 34.
Yeah.
Four, yep.
Sweetness. Yeah. Walter
Sweetness,
Payton. Yeah, number
baby.
34.
I have 2 NFL jerseys. They are both Walter Payton.
Oh.
Oh,
great.
let's
That's
go.
great.
Home and away?
Yeah.
Home and away?
Oh,
No, one is a Hall of Fame jersey and the other is a regular.
both the navy blue.
Yep. Both navy
Sick.
I like that. I like that shit a lot.
Or no, one's the All-Century team,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I believe. Something like that.
Yeah, I remember when they did that.
Watching Walter Payton run was awesome.
Yeah.
He would do this thing where they would say, like, he would purposely run. He'd be running fast as hell. But he would, like, change his stride to make it look like he, like, could be caught or something. And I don't know what the advantage of it was. But, like, to mess guys up taking an angle on him. So, like, he was kind of breaking away and his safety was coming over, right? To, like,
Right.
intercept him with the physics of so he can't get more yards. And then he would change the way he would run so it would fuck the guy up. And he would end up like breaking away for a touchdown or getting like 10 more yards out of it.
And then he could also like run through people.
Yeah.
The only guy I've seen like somewhat, well, he was very comparable to him was Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson was like Walter in the way he ran and how hard and he'd run through people. I mean, there's guys now like, you know, but I don't know. I think Walter and then Adrian Peterson in that style of running. Jim Brown is in that class as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
A punishing run could really punish a defender,
right?
but also have that breakaway speed. Where like Emmitt Smith was an amazing runner, but he didn't have the huge speed, but he was pretty punishing.
Yeah,
He was tough. Barry Sanders was more like maybe finesse.
yeah, he was very shifty.
Yeah. It was awesome to watch Barry Sanders highlights though.
Oh yeah,
I mean, come on.
I mean it was annoying watching him all those years with the Lions against the Bears. Yeah, he was the way he would juke back and forth, and yeah, he was insane to watch.
Dude, an absolute total beast. Let's see. Do you have any more inside scoop on our boy Buddy Ryan? I mean, what's his? He's just this amazing defender. It looks like he comes out of Oklahoma State, is where he coached
Yeah,
prior.
I mean, he was beloved by all those guys. I know that they loved him.
Any good Singletary moments? I met
When?
Mike Singletary at the hotel.
No, I never met him. I mean, he was always like a great dude. You know, people loved Singletary. As a player, once he started coaching, I think people thought different of him. But
Where did he coach? I didn't know Singletary coached.
he didn't?
Francisco.
He was a Niners head coach.
Oh,
for a
really?
little
He won
bit,
the
yeah.
Super Bowl, didn't he?
Oh, he took him to the Super Bowl?
No, sorry, he was before. Was he before Harbaugh?
He was before Harbaugh. Yeah.
Yeah, Harbaugh took him to the Super Bowl.
Yep, and that was the one where the lights went out and shit, and there was fratricide, Harbaugh, the Ravens.
Yeah.
But yeah, all those guys are like, yeah, they're all still like around. They, you know, that's the thing about that team. They're kind of, you know, people in a way are like sick of them. Not sick of them, but it's just like, because it's the only Super Bowl the Bears have ever won. So it's kind of, this team is like
The team.
glorified forever. And
Yeah, how much do you think of that? And do you take offense to the fact that it's the second best team being from Chicago, which is the second city? They're always... Do you think there's an underdog mentality in Chicago? Not like it's like Philadelphia. Philadelphia, I think, is a big underdog city.
yeah.
They get kind of shit on, but what's the personality of Chicago?
Yeah, I'd say there's definitely a slight underdog feel to it.
It's tough. It's hard hitting. You know, you
Yeah.
got those cold winters. it's sort of the team that they like seem to embody the personality of the city, you know, but maybe
Yeah.
vice versa. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's what was
set the
so
tone.
special about that team. Yeah, because I think they represented the people a lot of the city. Yeah, like you said, just
It's you get up, you fucking put on your boots, you go to work,
yeah,
you come home. They're going out to work. They force 54 turnovers, 12.4 points per game. This is blue collar football, baby. It's no high flying current Kansas City Chiefs give up 30 points
Yeah.
but score 45. It's just go out there. I feel like it's every coach's dream to have this team.
yeah. 12.4 was the
That's
point
the
per game.
Average point per game,
Wow.
12.4
Man, that's great.
this year. Yep, 3 first-team All-Pros, 5 Pro Bowlers, 5 first-team, 9 Pro Bowlers.
There's at
sorry.
least 3 Hall of Famers on that defense too.
Yep.
Dent, Hampton, Singletary, if not more. I don't know if anybody
think
else
there's
made it.
I have little asterisks next to them. Hampton was one. I think Dent, Wilson, Singletary,
I don't. Well, no.
Oh, no, Hall of Famer?
Fame, yeah.
No, you're right. No, Steve McMichael's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, McMichael too. Yeah, then
Dent
there's 4 Hall of
and
Famers
Singletary,
on that defense.
so-
That's insane.
1, 2, and I think just 3. Michael, Dent, and Singletary. Is Perry one?
No.
No. Who else was the
No,
other?
no.
Hampton is not.
I'm looking at first team All Pro,
Oh, okay.
and that's only for this
He might-
year.
yeah, Hampton might not.
That's
be
only
Hall
for
of
this
Fame.
year. Yeah, he's not. First team All Pro was McMichael, Dent, and Singletary. Pro Bowl, you've got a lot. You got Hampton. Funny enough, McMichael didn't make the Pro Bowl, even though he's first team All Pro. Then you have Dent, Wilson, Singletary, and Dewerson. Dewerson was a hard hitting safety, right?
Yeah. Richard Dent, I saw most of these guys play because my dad took us. So my dad had season tickets like from like 1980. He had them for 15 years. It was from like 1980 to like 95, something like that. So he had them through that whole run. And my brother's 2 years older than me, so I want to say he started taking us to games when we were either 5 and 7 or like 6 and 8. So I saw most of those guys play. Not Walter, but I saw like Dent, Singletary, some of those offensive line guys like Keith Van Horn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember there was these guys that sat behind us. They were always called Richard Dent, Dick Dent. It was
Dick
fun.
Dent.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice when you're a kid going to a game. You do get exposed to like some adult culture.
Yeah, I did.
I remember going to the Rose Bowl and taking a piss there and being like, I feel like a man. 'Cause
Yeah,
you just
peeing at
piss
the
in this,
stadium
like-
was like, yeah, I was
it's an
like, whoa, all these dicks.
Yeah, look at all these. But you
No, I
even
didn't-
you
I didn't look at the dicks.
I would look at them, and that's early on when I knew I had a tiny little penis. But it's probably I bet you people were looking at your dick, being like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
look at that body
Look at
attached
this-
to that dick."
Yeah, look at this kid already.
Yeah, that kid's a friggin' pro right there.
Fast bloomer.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the Super Bowl Shuffle?
No.
Oh, you don't?
What's the Super Bowl
I mean-
shuffle? Is that the famous dance they would do?
Yeah, that was the video that they put out, which they actually recorded it before they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They were that confident. They're
Yeah,
like,
they were
"We're gonna
that
go."
confident. Yeah, they
I
actually
love that.
made it.
That's hilarious.
Funny thing, I think they made it the week of that game, when they lost to the Dolphins. I think that
Really?
was the week they made it. Yeah.
That's
like-
amazing. They got because they weren't focused.
Or I want to say they made it after that loss. Yes. Because they were that, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because
Teams
they're
always
like,
have
we
these
lost
dances.
now, and now let's win the whole fucking thing.
I love that.
But yeah, that just shows, if you ever watch that video, it just shows you like how confident they were. Like even like the backup quarterback, Steve Fuller, has like a cocky verse in the song. It's like it's like this guy's the backup quarterback and he's like fucking obnoxious. It was so it's so great.
It's like, I'm friends with William Perry.
I mean, it's just like all those guys. It just to see the personalities on one team. It'd be like, who's like a guy on the mic nowadays who's like great in interviews in football.
Maybe, is Bill Simmons good
Maybe
at
like
interviewing, or
a player. I mean, like who's like.
who crushes it in interviews is like very. I don't know. I like Peyton Manning in commercials.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I can't even think of anyone now. But it was like all these guys were all you'd want to interview the whole team.
Yeah, there's a lot of personality.
Yeah.
You got the party boy quarterback.
Yeah.
McMahon, who's like kicking butt. He's like the guy who's like talking shit because he knows he's got the defense to back it up.
Yeah.
Like he could probably sling it, turn the ball over. He threw 11 picks that year, which isn't too bad in 85. But like he probably could have turned it over twice that much and been okay.
Right.
Because his team forced 54 fucking turnovers in a season, dude.
But yeah, you should watch the Super Bowl Shuffle. It's fucking amazing. We had it on VHS. I wonder if my dad still has it.
Yeah, we had a VHS as well. I think we might have known somebody on the crew because we had all this raw footage too.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So wait, is the Super Bowl Shuffle? It's not like a dance they do in the end zone. It's not like the Dirty Bird or like
There's
the
a music video. There's a rap
it's
song.
right.
Dude, that is amazing. Teams need to do that. Like, dude, that's so 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfectly 80s, dude. Like, you can't do that.
Oh, it is.
Like, you can't be. It's weird. Like, you can be a rapper or a musician and then go into acting, but like an actor can't really get into music. You'd be like, huh? Or like an athlete. I don't know.
I mean, that video
Athletes
is
can
basically
go into
what,
music, I guess.
that's what pretty much immortalized this team. It really.
Do you
Wow.
watch it? How many times a year do you watch that?
I watch.
Or
Well, I
day,
watched
or
it a
week?
bunch growing up, and then I remember when I had like Napster or whatever, like in college, I would listen to it. I would just listen to the audio of it
Dude, that's
because it's
hilarious.
good. I
It's
mean,
not good.
it is good.
It's
They're good at rap.
The rhymes.
The rhymes are. It's funny. Like Willie Galt, great, who's a lightning fast
Speedy
receiver.
Willie.
Yeah, I mean Walter. Yeah, McMahon.
Walter's got to be great.
They're all great. Otis Wilson. I mean, they're all just like they were all like funny too. It was incredible.
And you know what? That's a team. Because it takes a lot to, share lyrics like that.
And like
that's
Gary Fensick's like this innocent looking
Yeah.
like small white dude, but he'll still beat the shit out of you. It was like an insane team.
It is weird though. In the video, McMahon and Peyton are not with them. They're in front of a green screen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're not actually at the shoot. Yeah. That's a good memory.
Hilarious. Where the hell was McMahon? Partying?
Yeah,
I mean, it
know
took
why they weren't there.
forever, so maybe they just didn't. I don't know.
He looks hilarious. McMahon now looks like a dude who just like owns a freshwater boat.
Well, he's had
has
some
a-
health issues. He had
Oh.
a really bad like CTE and
Oh damn! No, I
yeah,
feel
he's
bad.
been struggling for a while. I think he's getting better but yeah, like he wears sunglasses
Yeah, he
a lot
wears them
because he
all.
can't even like lights
Oh,
fuck him
yeah.
up. Like he can't even be in the light.
put
It's
on
weird.
migraines. Man,
Yeah,
football's
it'll
a-
fuck him up.
What a brutal.
Well, yeah,
sport,
because of the
dude.
way he played too. He didn't give a fuck. He would run, and back then you were able to like lower your head, and there's no targeting calls and that shit. So
Yeah, quarterbacks would like dive forward for more yards.
yeah, a lot of the guys back then took a lot of headshots.
And you're playing for the Bears. Dude, my buddy, Tom, his dad played for the Bears, was drafted by the Bears. He ended up winning a Super Bowl later in his career with the Washington football team, like in the 70s. He went to SC, was a fullback for OJ and Marcus Allen.
Oh wow.
He's a beast, bro. Got drafted by the Bears, was there with like butt kiss. And he would say that the Bears franchise, the way they ran it, was very just like hard-nosed, go out there, smack the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And he's like, we'd be in practice hitting the shit out of each other. And he's like, Butkus loved it because he was there with Dick Butkus. And my buddy's dad was the fullback. So who would go and take on Butkus? It was his job.
Oh wow.
And he's like, I was in practice. And he's like, it sucked. But he's also like, it kind of worked because then on Sunday, the guy I was going up against didn't hit half as hard
well,
as
that's
Butkus.
the thing.
And it wasn't
Yeah,
as
if you're
nearly as
practicing
psycho.
against the best, then you're ready to fucking go.
Yeah, but then he said in the long run, though, he's like, they probably took off 3 years of my career because, like, I was done early.
Yeah,
'cause
taking all those shots
yeah,
from him.
Yeah, in practice. So gnarly. I love hearing those stories, dude.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
awesome. He goes down to Soldier Field, gets on the sideline, dude. Part of the Bears family.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. But this was before. He was there like in the late 60s, early 70s, I think. Freaking badass. But 85 Bears, baby. I mean, that's pretty much the story, dude. Check out the doc. It's fun. It's freaking just, the highlights are so much fun to watch, dude. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's late at night. I just walked the dog. fiance's asleep. What am I going to watch? Am I going to dive into, am I going to try to start a new show? Is it finally time to watch The Sopranos? I go, let me put on some highlights. And I find myself more often than not going to Bears 85 highlights.
That's cool. Yeah. Thanks for doing that.
And that defense, dude, that 30 for 30 is one of my favorite 30 for 30s.
Yeah, it was on again the other day.
It's so good.
Skimming through it.
Just hearing about the defense, watching the scheme, watching the hard hits. Speaking of VHSs, my brother had a VHS of NFL's greatest hits, like 1992 or something like that. And I was like, hell yeah. And I went to put it in, and it was a porno. I go on, and it's like, it was like a bride porno, like, or something like that. Like the bride was getting boned. It was hilarious, dude. It was my parents' wedding video. No, I'm kidding.
He labeled it.
Yeah. He labeled it. No, dude. We actually had an NFL Greatest Hits VHS, but he probably took that VHS out, put it somewhere else, and then put his porno VHS in there, so like no one would think to watch it.
Yeah, good idea.
But he should have chose a stupid movie like Bridges to Terabithia or some shit, because I wanted to watch.
Someone's gonna watch.
Yeah,
that.
someone's gonna watch NFL.
Something no one's gonna watch.
Exactly.
Right.
But you know what he was gonna pick? Something our mom would never watch. Because that's who. That's who would really get him in trouble.
Good thinking by him. Because you got to trick your mom with that kind of stuff.
Correct. If Dad sees it, he might still keep it a secret.
Yeah.
The secret might live on. In fact, I don't know if I've ever told my brother that I found that VHS. I might need to tell him.
Yeah, because my mom would tear through everything. She was like the FBI. There was nothing in my room that was safe. She went through everything.
Oh, really?
So, you have to mislabel stuff to throw them off.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, she'd go through cabinets. She'd pretend she was cleaning.
Dude.
But she was like searching.
She would go, oh, let me do your laundry and search all my pockets. That's how she found out that I got in college, I got like a minor in consumption or something like that. Because I was drinking outside of a house party and the cop was a dick. And then I went to court and the judge threw it out. He's like, were you driving? Were you doing anything? Were you in public? I was like, it's in the front yard. The judge was like, just be smart. Thanks for not drinking and driving.
Yeah.
And threw it out. But I had the slip in my pocket, and my mom was like, oh yeah, I'm going to wash your pants for you. And ever since then, I got to hide shit, dude.
Yeah. How was court, Strider?
Yeah, it was chill, dude. Went in there, met a public defender. I was with a group of friends, so we were all together, and the public attorney or public defender was like, okay, you guys are all college kids. You're trying to be all right. He's like, I think it'll be fine. And he just went in there and talked. We just sat in the hallway. Didn't even have to go inside. And he's like, all right, you guys are good.
Nice.
It was nice. Have you ever been to court?
Yeah.
Really? What'd you do? Did you follow someone home?
No.
You have a look right now. It's a badass look, but it's also a look where you could follow someone home.
I went probably. I went a couple times. I went for I got caught with a underage drinking, and then DUI.
Yeah. Some buddies get those. Were you in a car, or was it more badass on a boat or a jet ski?
Man, yeah, it'd be fun.
Or a skateboard?
No, it was just a standard Chevy Blazer.
You could get a DUI on a skateboard. Do you know that in San Diego? Because the Strand is what they call it. Fucking people charge on that thing
if
on
you're
bikes and stuff.
On there.
Yeah.
On the
and you can kind of
skateboard.
deck people pretty hard. But yeah, you can get a DUI. Maybe not a skateboard, but a bike. E-scooters.
Oh, bikes for sure. Yeah.
E-scooter you can.
Yeah.
I don't know about a golf cart. Aaron, you ever been to court?
No.
Not even for a traffic ticket?
Okay, Mr. Perfect.
No, I did traffic school online.
Smart. Very smart. Traffic school is very punishing.
I don't know if I've had to do that.
I've been talking about this. Let me know what you guys think. Then we'll get into a few questions. I think we've covered the 85 Bears quite well. Joe, have we done it justice? Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, I mean, just the main points with that team. Yeah, they're definitely top 2-3 teams all time.
I thought you would say number one.
I'm glad that site had. Well, you just have to give it to that 72 Dolphins team. It's so hard to go undefeated.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the 85 Bears are probably a better team.
That's what I mean. They win. If they play each other, they probably win.
Yeah,
85 Bears.
It's just, you just have to give them that Well, also in that, didn't the Dolphins team play less games? But whatever. I mean,
their strength of schedule wasn't the toughest strength of schedule was the Bears. 85 Bears. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, just a team of characters, fun team, pretty much set the tone. Like that basically made the Bears the brand that they are today.
Yeah.
And it's never wavered.
100%. And they've always kind of want to get back to that. They've had good defenses. I mean, that defense that got them to the Super Bowl and when they lost to Peyton was a good defense.
Yeah, that 05 team was phenomenal.
And McMahon is not a great quarterback, but he was serviceable. I mean, look at Peyton, speaking of the devil, when he won with the Broncos.
Yeah.
That defense won it for him.
Yeah, the Bears had a chance to win that game. Devin Hester ran the opening kickoff back.
Dude, Devin Hester, what a fun Bear.
Yeah, there were just a couple plays here and there.
Let me ask you this. Who's your favorite Bear of all time? Go.
That's a good question. It's, for me, it's a tie between Walter Payton, Brian Urlacher, and Charles Tillman.
Tillman, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually...
I forgot about
Tillman.
Tillman.
This is great. You're going to love this. The password on my phone is actually 6 digits. It's actually 345433. It's Walter Payton's number, Brian Urlacher's number, and Charles Tillman's number.
That's amazing, dude.
So if you ever get a hold of my phone, it is amazing.
Or I bet you if you get a hold of any Bears phone, just try like their different, their different numbers, dude.
Yeah,
85 Bears. In fact, you know what? Doing valet. The dude from Super Troopers, Aaron. What's the dude from Super Troopers' name?
Jay.
Which one?
Yeah,
Which one?
he's
The
also
Indian
in the
guy?
Jackass. Yeah, the Indian guy. He's in Jackass. He does that amazing sketch.
Yeah, Jay
Chandrasekhar.
Yeah.
He's hilarious, and so he's on it. He must be from Chicago, because he comes in and we're like,
Oh,
hey,
really?
we go, hey, what's your it's like 84 Bears or something is on there, and we're like, is his license plate?
Oh.
It's a vanity plate, and we're like, wait, don't you mean 85 Bears? And he goes, no. This is, I want what's his name's jersey number. I don't have it on there. All I have is, but it's one of the, it's either Hampton, McMichaels, or I think it's Hampton or McMichaels.
Hampton was 99. McMichael, I think, was 96.
76.
Damn it. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Dent was
Dude.
95.
Dent was 95.
Okay, it's 76.
Yeah.
I think that's what his.
Yeah, 76 is McMichael.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're like, what? 76 wasn't a good Bears team. He's like, no, it's the player's number. I was like, oh, fucking sick.
Nice.
So I like that.
Yeah, actually, it might be Tillman for me just because it was so fun to watch. Because I like Walter. I mean, I can't honestly say I saw him play except from highlights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because he
same.
retired, before I was like, before the age of reason for me, you would say. But yeah, Urlacher was fun. But just watching Tillman, the peanut punch. Watch his highlights. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The peanut punch?
Yeah.
No, what's that?
How he would just strip the ball out of the guy forced so many turnovers, it was insane. Watch Charles Tillman highlights, what he did at cornerback. It's legendary.
Oh, I think I've seen those punch. Yes.
He would literally
the peanut punch.
take a full punch like this and knock the ball out of people's. And there were games where he would do it multiple times a game. And like to the same guy. He just kept fucking people up.
Dude, that's awesome.
And he would, then guys would return them for touchdown. It was one of the coolest things I've seen in football.
And I got to tell you, I love that.
And he's a great dude.
Off the field, he's a good
yeah,
guy.
he does all this stuff and
That's great.
Service stuff and whatnot. Yeah.
And he's a cornerback, which
Yeah.
I think cornerback could be like the best athlete in all of sports because you're typically
It's the hardest
undersized.
position.
It's so
Yeah.
hard. You're going up against dudes who are probably 8 inches taller than you and 30 pounds heavier than you always.
And you're at a natural disadvantage because the guy is you're
Yes.
backwards.
And you have to
Yeah.
have, which is one of the most telling signs of an athlete, is hip, like your ability to use your hips.
Oh, right,
Which
yeah.
also makes you probably good at boning, which is great.
I would think cornerbacks could.
I would say
so hard,
yes.
yeah.
I'd say maybe William the Fridge Perry could really deliver, like really slam nice.
Right.
But I think Make Love, I'm going cornerback all day long.
Yeah.
I'm all day long. So I love your Tillman pick. Let me ask you this real quick, and it's not about 85 Bears, but it's about Bears. You seen Brian's song? Gale
yeah,
Sayers?
what a sad
story. Great.
Yeah, James Caan and Billy D. Williams.
Great story.
Yeah.
Gale Sayers was a great running back too.
Oh yeah.
He was awesome. So a lot of just great Bears.
Brian Piccolo, yeah.
Yeah, Piccolo.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
Peyton died young too. I mean.
Yeah, I think Walter
sad.
maybe was not even 50 when he died.
Jeez, what were his?
He had like
things?
He had some weird liver.
It was a
disease.
liver failure.
He wasn't
yeah.
a drinker. He had some weird liver condition that,
Yeah.
and he refused to jump the line on the transplant list. And,
Right.
Honorable.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, he passed before he could get a transplant.
Oh, that's terrible, dude. At least it wasn't CT, man. You hear too much about that type of stuff these days too, man. It's just crazy. What was I going to go into? I was going to say something before I asked about the Bears.
The one tragedy of the '85 Super Bowl is that Walter didn't get to score a touchdown.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah, like
They got the ball. They had the ball at the goal line, and
They gave it to the fridge.
They gave it to the fridge instead.
William the Fridge Perry,
which is fun, but yeah, Walter
but that's what
deserves a Super Bowl touchdown.
He does. He definitely does. Ditka is just probably being Ditka, saying this is how it's my team, and the leader ego. But it's also like the fridge. I mean, watch the fridge run the ball. You're on the goal line. How are you not going to give it to the fridge?
Yeah,
It's pretty unbelievable.
I think he just assumed they'd make more Super Bowls, and then they'd score more touchdowns in that game.
right.
Yeah.
They were probably thought there were going to be plenty of opportunities. Yeah.
Here's a question: what happened to the '86 Bears? Did they have to break up the team? Guys needed to get paid and spread. Is that what happened
No,
afterwards?
the '86 Bears. It was basically the same team except McMahon got hurt, I believe, and they lost in the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
Who'd they lose to?
I want to say the Niners.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
NFC, yeah. And then 2 years removed. It's just crazy in the NFL.
Yeah, I
like
think
2
Mike,
years to make
I want to say Mike Tomczak quarterbacked most of that year.
yeah, who the hell's that?
They had Doug
Sounds like he
Flutie.
works at Callahan Auto Parts.
Well, yeah,
for Tommy
Flutie.
Boy.
Flutie at one point too.
Flutie came in.
Right.
Oh, Flutie was there?
Right out of college. Yeah.
Yeah, Flutie was.
Have you ever seen Flutie's hands?
Yeah, I heard they're huge,
Massive.
yeah.
Like, you watch him, like, doing interviews, standing next to, like, Joe Buck or whatever, and Flutie's holding the microphone. Dude, his hands are gigantic.
Yeah, they would have to be for him to be able to sling it the way he did for being, 5'11"?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, his height.
5'10". He's listed at.
Oh, my gosh.
In cleats.
Yeah. And he was there 86, 87.
That's awesome. More out of the Chargers, baby. Superchargers. Dope, dude. Oh, what I was going to say is about... We're talking about something, but I wanted to say about, like, punishment and maybe I've mentioned this before, but I was like, oh, how punishing it is to be in the cold or whatever. I don't know. I'm not even going to bring it up because the time has passed.
But yeah,
sometimes,
Flutie
guys,
might
you
have
got to
been a
pass.
backup on that. He might have played that year, though.
All right. You want to do a few cues, then bone on out of here?
Yeah, let's do some cues.
Do a few. All right. Strider, freaking what up, dude? Been listening to your pod a while. I lifeguard at the beach for a few months now, and it gets me through some of the longer days. Thank you, dude. Don't worry, I can... Oh, hey, you're a lifeguard at the beach, baby. Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can still learn about dank history and save lives simultaneously. I believe it. I'm 26 years old, and I'm going through a little bit of a dilemma in regards to where I want to live. Currently posted in South Florida, scoring fat cash in Sunshine, working as a beach lifeguard, and am in the process of applying to fire departments. I've lived in Florida most of my life, and the expectation of living a year in SD. Recently, all three of my siblings made the move to VA, and now I'm the only fam I have here is my parents. I may have a job opportunity with my brothers in VA. That sounds like a sweet deal, but it would mean leaving all my homies here and also going to a different direction with my career. VA is dank place, and in a way, it's like SD in that you can surf, snowboard, hike all on the same day. However, I'm not sure if I can say goodbye to my homies here in Florida. Long message, I know, but wanted to decently thorough. Love the pod, dude. You and Aaron are absolute legends. Stay stoked, dude. Thank you, dude.
As someone from San Diego, I must say, Virginia is nothing like San Diego.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask you. I was
Yeah,
like,
it
it's like,
sounded
am
interesting.
I thinking VA is something else besides Virginia? Because nah, dude.
No.
Freaking Virginia, bro. No, dude. That's where that movie October Sky takes place, dude. Maybe that's West Virginia, which is even worse. But still, dude, it's like
I was just talking about just on the beach.
on the beach. Yeah, but the
Virginia's
waves aren't
on
going
the
to be as
water.
good, dude.
Yeah.
The craft brew's not going to be as good. You
I don't
can't.
know much about the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, there's jellyfish, dude. You know, I mean, out here in San Diego, you go to PB, dude, you can throw a freaking axe in every single bar you go to. They have an axe throwing
Yeah,
place
you're
now.
gonna find a sculpin in VA. I don't
Yeah,
think
good
so.
luck, dude.
Yeah.
So you cruising out to San Diego, bro. You're a lifeguard, dude. You're gonna make tons of homies, dude. The bro down in San Diego, you're gonna find a lot of flat build caps, dude. Like the brim's gonna be flat, the sticker's still gonna be on the underside, but. You know, once you get to know them and you break it down, you realize that they love breakfast burritos and they love, tossing back some nippos.
Right.
So you'll find yourself down on Cash Street having a nice brew, dude. And, there's nothing like that Cali Beach and especially that San Diego surf, bro. Get down there, dude. Black's Beach, let's go, dude. Joe, what do you think, dude?
I like it. That's a great take. Yeah, I mean, I think. It depends if he wants to expand his horizons and come out west. But yeah, if you're going to be a firefighter soon there, I stay there. But I don't know. I think it's worth giving SD a try.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to be a firefighter, come to California. We've got wildfires every fucking week.
Right.
Plenty of jobs. Plenty of work to do. Sorry, that was dark. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Aaron, what do you think, dude? You're from San Diego, bro. You know it best.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego is great. I don't know. I feel like staying near your parents is okay. Like, I'm sure you are doing great in Florida, and there's probably, I mean, there's tons to do in South Florida. He said he's in South Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the dilemma. He actually is wondering if he should leave Florida, maybe not
Like,
go
I
to
don't
Virginia.
think you're missing out on anything really. You're having a great time probably.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of friends. Your parents are still there. Your siblings all moved to Virginia. If you're super close to them, you miss them, then you go up there. But I don't see any reason to leave.
Yeah. You're either staying in Florida or you're going to San Diego. Those are your options.
Or was he saying he wanted to go to San Diego, or he just was comparing?
He was
saying VA's like San Diego.
Yeah, to go see his siblings maybe. I think he's planning on leaving Florida.
I'd stay in South Florida instead of going to Virginia.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
that's the options we're talking. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's ever a plan to go to Virginia.
Yeah. Unless
I
you're
don't know
from
if
there.
that's a plan B, dude. That's plan V, dude, which
Right.
is pretty far down the alphabet.
Yeah.
So, but if you're from Virginia, probably good people, probably some lovely stuff.
Yeah, I know some people
don't
from
know
Richmond.
about.
Yeah, they're nice people. But
Yeah.
they don't.
But let me
I
tell you,
don't think
dude,
they'd be there unless they were from there.
Yeah. I met my dank ass fiance in San Diego, dude. People move to San Diego from everywhere because they want to experience that city. So you're gonna have some fun, dude. You're gonna meet, and pardon me for saying this, some bunnies down there, dude. My fiance doesn't like when I use that term, but he's a young guy.
Ooh, bunnies. Yeah.
You're gonna see some bunnies hopping around in the sand, dude. And you're gonna have to save them because guess what? Bunnies can't swim, dude. And jack dudes like you can, dude.
Yeah.
And then jack dudes like you can go to Taco Tuesday with a bunny. And then, before you know it, you got a family and you're living in Carlsbad. And you're eating Cardiff crack, which is freaking dank ass, steak that they have down there in Cardiff, which is like a beach town.
Cardiff crack.
Yeah, North County. They call
Yeah, a
it.
lot of North County talk right here.
That's North County, yeah.
Carlsbad, yeah. Oceanside.
Yeah, that's when you're a little bit older. You go to North County, but when you're young, PB, bro.
Right.
PB, maybe OB, dude. You might. OB's got a little bit more of a
Ocean Beach.
Ocean
Yeah.
Beach, a little more of a hippie vibe.
We were in Mission Beach about a month ago.
Mission
It was
Beach
nice,
is fun. Yeah, yeah, for the comedy show.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Okay, let's do another. What up, Strider and Aaron? I've got a burning question to press you guys. My long-distance GF is coming into town, and I want to cook up a dank meal for her. What are your takes on fire dinner for the two of us? I'm thinking some inside dishes. Excuse me. I'm thinking some side dishes. Yeah, I was like, inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't barbecue?
No grilling. Yeah.
Thinking some side dishes, main course, and possibly dessert. Any fire ideas? I'd love to pair food with a dank drink, maybe wine, but I have no idea what goes well with what. Keep up the stoke as always, Matt. I was looking at this email. I was a little backlog. This is from June, so he's already had this date. But let me tell you, she's going to come into town again, unless you guys broke up. But even then, you're going to have a new GF. You're going to want to cook a nice meal, and I think this is a good question. We can learn from this. And it's a nice adult move. Cooking can be sensual. I think you make something not too heavy so that you guys can bone after.
Right.
So I wouldn't make like a ribeye in a skillet or something like that. I'd think, the fact that you have a few fun side dishes and a small main course is cool. Pasta is pretty easy to make, but it can also be too filling. Fish is quick to make, but can be tricky to cook. You could dry it out.
Yeah, I would think a steak, or
maybe
chicken,
maybe a flank steak.
some kind of meat.
I think a flank steak, because it's lighter and it's only takes about 8 minutes. It's not going to fill you up.
Yeah, that would be good.
You know what I'd give her? The at-home Benihana experience, which I like. It's typically a filet, but do it with a flank steak, teriyaki flank steak, some steamed rice or fried rice if you want to get after it a little bit. Put a little soy on there, dice some veggies. That could be nice. As far as your side dishes for that, it's going to be too tough to make like any sort of roll or anything. But you could probably get away with some. What are those shishito peppers? Trader Joe's. Buy some of those.
Yeah.
Probably throw more teriyaki sauce on that, or like a ginger soy, something like that. Get yourself a nice white wine is going to go well with a meal like that, I believe, even though you're having steak. But I think a nice cool white wine is going to be nice, plus probably some fucking shots to rip after when you guys get in the mood. And I don't think it'll slow you down too much. If you don't go steak, I don't know.
Well, what are we talking on the side? Maybe some roasted potatoes and some asparagus.
Yeah, fingerling potatoes
that?
or asparagus.
Yeah,
you can
fingerling,
a fingerling potato and some asparagus. You can never go wrong.
Yeah, or broccoli. Yeah.
You can never go wrong with that. Some salt, garlic, and olive oil on some asparagus and grill it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, asparagus is good for the spunk too, right?
It's very good for
do
the
something.
Yeah, it gets you. Yeah, it's really nice for it. It shoots farther.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that, but
I like that word.
I don't want to.
You can say anything on this podcast.
Yeah,
you can say anything.
I know, but yeah, I don't want to sound like a deviant or something.
No, I'm the weirdest guy here.
All right, yeah.
I'm the weirdest guy here. I talked about following people. Yeah, I'm a very sick fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Let's do one more, but I gotta find it, dude. Aaron, what's your take, by the way?
I think, I don't know why my head went here immediately, but this is just something that I think would be great on a date is do some bulgogi beef.
What's that?
Some Korean beef.
Yeah.
Maybe you can find it
shit.
somewhere already marinated. I know I've made it in like a one of the meal kits that may or may not have been a sponsor on the show, but in the previous. And that really hit the spot, and it's not too filling. It's really good.
Yeah, bulgogi's great. I've had it in Koreatown a few times. Great flavor to the beef.
That sounds fun. Maybe get yourself a nice orange wine with that. Very, very dank.
They don't have that.
What?
There's orange wine.
Sometimes when I get Thai food, so maybe it's better with Thai, but it's like really good, like, it's not like from oranges, but it's like, I don't know what it is, but...
Orange color?
It's kind of a little bit of an orange
like
coloration
rosé.
to it. Yeah, it kind of, it's more like a rosé, but it has like a, it's not as sweet.
Okay.
I would say it's fucking dank.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see here, dude. Let's see. Oh, dessert. I mean, dude, I'm all about. I mean, dessert. You guys should just be boning, dude.
Right.
Don't worry about dessert. Honestly, though, if you do strawberry shortcake, dude, heat up some biscuits, chop up some strawberries,
Yeah, I like
throw
that.
a little powdered sugar on them in a bowl, get the juices going, whipped cream on top. Can never go wrong with strawberry shortcake for dessert, dude. It's light, it's dank. Biscuits are easy to heat up in the oven. You can, buy them and it's freaking it's bomb, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see, dude. I'm getting a lot of suggestions here, but I want to do one more since we got Joe here, dude. Okay. Okay, this is Keep Anonymous. Yo, Strider, what's good? Absolutely loving the pod, dude. Very informative and dare I say dank. Thank you, my dog. Absolutely, you dare. I've got a heavy question. How does one deal with a small dong? I'm 16 and I'm experienced, but I still feel self-conscious about my little bro downstairs. Any advice would be appreciated. One love. And then he says his name, but I'll keep him anonymous. I mean, dude, I definitely have a small penis, and I would say that what you should do is just, you develop other skills, Me, I've developed an arsenal of, tongue darting. I've become good lovemaking and foreplay and pillow talk and cooking a little bit now and in dancing.
Yeah.
I've become a better dancer. So I've developed skill sets around that. And then, remember, there's a lid for every pot. And there's going to be a lady out there that loves you. And, when you're 16, you're at a especially ripe age, because this is when you're growing into your dong, you'd hope.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like 16 is an awful young age to find out you have a small dong.
Yeah.
Like, did you know your dong was already small at 16? Really?
Probably around that age because I was on the freshman basketball team.
I mean, because I didn't know mine was big till probably my senior year, probably 18.
Really? Not even when you were peeing in Soldier Field?
No, it's just...
Or you didn't pop a boner
the thing
as a
is,
kid and
it's
break
information that's passed over to you.
Yeah.
Like at 16, that's a young age to find out. Unless you're really just scoping out the locker room.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You could be on a team.
But me, I always found out from women.
Yeah, that's what sounds like his case is, because he says, I'm experienced, but I feel self-conscious. See, I had such a small penis, and still do, that I didn't even want a bone. I was like, and I developed humor and did jokes,
you
got
to compensate.
Exactly. I prevented that from ever happening by doing too many jokes. So, I would say don't do that, but, lean into a sense of humor. There's other traits you can have, but also, I would say just get jacked, have a nice rig.
There's still time, too. I think your dong's not fully grown until you're well into your 20s. I don't know.
I don't
think there's a dong.
I think until your 40s. I think I still got a chance.
There could be, There can be late growth dong spurts.
Yeah.
Dong growth spurts.
Mm-hmm. Could happen.
When you get to college,
Yeah, never give up, dude.
You could be tailgating and you might just feel an extra inch or two down there all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what's
anything could happen. You could drive by, a power line could be downed by you in some sort of weird electronic activity. Or maybe Ninja Turtle style, some ooze falls off a truck, splashes onto your penis, and it grows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's possible. It's happened, yeah.
That'd be sick. So just never give up, dude, and know that, there's the right person for you. Never try to change to make someone else happy, because unless, like I said, you hit a late in life dong growth spurt. Just keep being you and be the best version of yourself, and that's what's really going to matter. Right. And become a full lovemaking. I know Joe, I would imagine you are great at lovemaking. Obviously you can bring the power because you have the equipment.
Yeah, I got power and passion. It's a good combo.
Yeah. That's what you need, exactly. So,
but definitely this guy should, really work on that tongue dart, I would say, yeah.
There you have it. There you have it, my dude. So, that's it. 85 Bears.
Yeah, and the 85 Bears of lovemaking. Yeah.
Become the 85 Bears of lovemaking, exactly. That's exactly right. A well-rounded team. Do a rap song. Put on some shades. Go do it in the cold and do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like to blast the AC during the...
Yeah. That's a nice move. In Orange County, dads like to be tough, and I say they got thick necks that wear Under Armour polos. And I was at a dinner one time, and a dad kept bragging. He was bragging to everyone at dinner about how cold he'd like to keep his car.
Oh, yeah?
He was talking to his nephew. He goes, "Hey, Joey, how cold's my car? Joey, how cold's the AC?" And he's like, "Yeah, Uncle Steve's car's cold." And all the guys at the table were like, "Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Uncle Steve's got a cold car."
Good shit.
It was amazing, dude. That is good shit. Joe, thank you for coming on the pod today, dude. It's a true pleasure. Two guys talking 85 Bears, 3 coffees in, basically on cocaine, having a nice time. Aaron is a beast as always on the sticks, dude, and coming in with the fire knowledge, dude. Just what a beast, dude.
Strider Thanks, bro. It's great to be here, man.
Yeah, dude, are you kidding me? My freaking pleasure, dude. Hopefully we'll get you on real soon again. So thank you, freaking Danktorians. And Joy, I always like to do a nice sports pod, too. So stay freaking stoked, and we'll see you guys on the next update. Freaking lit.